All right, let's get it back to it. I was on vacation, had a little bit of time off. I mean, I think I uploaded a little bit each day, but it was really like probably on average 15, max 30, probably 20 minutes a day, honestly, which is nothing. But I wanted to just enjoy the moment. It's tough for me to find time when I'm with other people to do hard things, which programming still, I guess it's not hard, but I don't know, like if I wanted to read a book or something or lock in for programming, I mean, I did it here and there. Maybe it was more than that, really, maybe 30, but just still not enough, still making mistakes. But fuck it. I'm gonna, you know what, I'm gonna accept it, say that it's not a mistake, that I'm not coping. Excuse me, maybe I am coping, but I'm gonna say for now that I'm not. And I should have done more. Should have found more time. Should have done more on the plane instead of falling asleep. But I just fall asleep on planes. That's how it is now. So, no, don't pin to taskbar. Well, you know what? I kind of almost wanted on the taskbar. Why? Okay. Actually, you know what? It's a good spot. Let's do that. I don't like that there. Why the fuck is this not? Okay. No, it wasn't closing. Blinds are down, lights are on. Did this quiz before. I don't think I fully finished. Let's do this little triad part. So, a class template named triad. Let's do this. I'm in a music mood right now. Groceries are coming pretty soon too, so I'll have to pause when they come. Oh, this could be good. Not my videos, yo. Playlists. Alright. No music? Alright, cool. Kind of want a little more volume than that. Alright. I'm looping, right? Yeah. Class template called triad that has 3 members of the same template type. Okay. So we'll do a regular class. The same type. Before I had a monster type, and I want to make sure that the enum is inside the monster type because I'm only using it for the monster. For here, I have an impulsive question real quick. So if we do struct test enum value, okay, and then I can get test value a. And so this actually evaluates to the value. So I can use a struct that doesn't exist yet. There's no struct object, but I can use the values inside it, which is interesting. So I could define a type within a type and not create an instance of the type. So I could create, like, could I create a test value? Wow. Oh, hold. Wow, I could actually just create a straight up enum because it's defined inside test. I can use a struct almost like as a namespace. The reason I'm saying this is because I could have a test and maybe I use this test object, but I can assign it values from this. Because if I wanted to assign it one of its enum values, like let's say that it has whatever. It has some or like type, sure. So it has some sort of type, and it gets values from here. When I'm initializing it, I would have to get the value like this, and I would create a test called x. And in this case, this actually still works because I'm just initializing it with this value. So instead of creating an enum, I'm actually creating a struct, and the only value in it is that enum. Interesting. Okay. A class template. All right, let's do template. It's all the same type, so we just need one type name, and we need a struct called triad, and it has a tx, a ty, and a tz. A function template named print that can print a triad. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll say, yeah, void print, sure. Yeah, it takes a triad T called triad. And yeah, let's make it print it. How do we want to print it? Like that. Okay. I don't like this. I don't like that it doesn't have an end line. Oh yeah, we want to do. This is a character, but it doesn't really matter, but I'll do it. Need to also end it here, like this. Oops. That guy. So we're gonna create a triad. Let's call it X, why not? Cool. And now what if we teach operator differently here? To just use standard character output. So what if we just did an output stream reference, insertion operator, takes a no stream reference called output device, and takes a triad. Okay, and this needs the type. It's because triad is a class template. When I use it, I need to specify the type that it's using, either explicitly or explicitly by saying, hey, it's an int type, or hey, it's a float type, whatever, for specialization, or I pass in a template type. Oh yeah, forgot. We also have to return. Just do that. I could also just teach the insertion operator how to do that. And we can't make this const expression because we're using standard character output, which is only a runtime Oh, I forgot that for C++ 17, a deduction guide. And the point here is that so that when it sees triad T, it knows when to use it, something like this. So we'll say that way whenever we initialize triad with 3 arguments, I guess, inside of these guys, parentheses instead of braces, because that's just the syntax for a deduction guide. Trying to see if my glasses are fuzzy down there. Then it uses triad T. But we don't need that because we're C++20, which is just better. A language reference? Oh shit, here we go. Hard to understand, nice. Man, the pacing of this is really good. Damn! Bunch more versions have been added. Holy shit. What does this look like? Yeah, I can definitely see how you don't use all this shit. But it'd be cool to use as much as I need. I'm excited to eventually get into graphics and then have to learn, I don't know, linear algebra or something. I'm not really sure what I would need, but probably need to get better at vector math. Oh. Oh. What about... Okay, that's cool. I didn't know you could do sight like that. It is real. Excuse me. Yeah, this is it. I knew it. Gotcha. And the reason is they're saying using U8 string equals standard basic string, whatever. Hmm. So we're actually using a type def for standard basic string for characters specifically. Instead of larger characters, or I don't know what W characters are. A template class basic string. I dislike this syntax. Or this style. Okay, I'm not reading all that right now. Makes sense. So ASCII is this, but Unicode might be different sizes. Okay. And that might be, it's probably because there are more types of characters. So you need a larger character size because there are more options. Like if you had a random number generator that needed more of a seed, it would probably have a bigger number, right? You might have a template for it, and you have one that does something with this big ass number that it takes, and then another that takes a smaller number. Okay. Let's test the hypothesis. Oh my god. That fucking do it. 150,000. Yeah, you definitely need the 32 for sure. I think 16 is it's in the thousands. It might be 60,000. Nested types, meaning that inside it there are different types that are defined. Member functions, huh? Fuck is an allocator? Element access at. Man, string has to have a lot of shit, right? It's a lot of stuff in there. What else is it including? Oh my god. Depending on the version. Ish? String view ish? Oh, who wrote this? A reference to a string viewish? Bro, what is a string viewish? Bro, a class called string viewish. And it takes a class string viewish, it takes different types of the class string viewish. This isn't the definition. String viewish has to exist elsewhere. Where? Polymorphic allocator? Oh my. How deep does this go? Utility? Initializer list is its own header? Oh my god, it just becomes more and more. It's all basically the same, it's just for different shit. You make a million different files and you download it all and you compile a little bit of it. That way you have stuff that works for everything. This song is a fucking banger, man. I love snapping in songs. Snapping instead of clapping is gay as hell, but snapping in a song is really good. Makes sense. Alright. Yep. Yep, we saw the member functions. Cool. Cool. And we can actually go to each, and it has its own pages for each. Like the destructor. And it just shows what each one looks like. Oh, Alright. Yeah, the constructor is a lot more complicated. Seems like. Well, here we go. Oh, so you can tell it how large the size of each character is worth, something like that. Hmm. Yeah, makes sense. In this case, no parameters because we're just doing dot size. Oh shit, yeah, you can. With standard numeric limits we pass it the maximum value of a stream size. We pass it a stream size as its template value because it's the numeric limit of something, the template. Pass it the template type, which in this case is a stream size. Then we call max, and it will get the max of whatever that value is. The point is we're passing in how big the stream size is. We could just use a big number, unless the stream is full of more numbers than that. And if there was some bug that was causing the buffer to fill up, maybe later you try and do something to ignore it, but those characters keep piling up and you can never ignore them all. And you get stuck with this extra input. So whenever your character's talking, it's spitting out unreadable text or old text or something else, or the same letter over and over again. Who knows? Checking when the Walmart's gonna arrive. Oh shit. Okay, arrives in like 30 minutes. Okay. Dot ignore. And so it has a member called ignore. And it returns an iStream. That way we can return it and continue ignoring. So I could ignore, well, hold on. Dot ignore something and then. I don't think it really needs to return anything, but maybe this is the case where you do. We could say stream size 1 character. So it goes until, oh, gotcha. Goes until that number of characters are extracted. So it extracts and removes them. And unless we do max, then it's disabled and it does all of them, it seems like. Until end of file characters happen. Ah, and that's a UF bit, okay. And that makes it fail. But also because of UF. Oh, gotcha. So if we don't put DLM, it extracts until an UF character. So you could do dot ignore and not pass it that, I think. Uh-oh. Oops, this is iStream. Forgot it's not input and output. Okay, so it does have a default argument. There it is, there's the delim. Okay. And the delim is how far we go, seems like. So it goes up into it, or it goes either the number of characters, or until it sees that character, discards it, and then stops. So we do 100 characters. We extract and remove 100 characters. We discard them. Or we go up until the inline character. So we discard up to 100. So if the inline character is 101, we extract 100, and then boom. And the next character is that, and then it gets extracted. But if we did, let's see. Cool. I like these extra little breakdowns. Yep. Standard in. Yeah, I agreed. That's where. Yep. So standard basic iStream character input is an object of it that exists. Yep. It's a global object. Could have gone this to either way. Bro, this is exactly what we wanted. That's literally what we wanted right there. If we go to character input, instead we have to find an I stream and then find ignore, and this is exactly how it put it. That's exactly what we wanted. We know that we're looking for a standard I stream. But maybe we don't. So we gotta work our way around. Oh, nice. Okay, I might as well buy a shitty wine in bulk, actually, for cooking. Oh, I like being on beat now. I normally like being on the offbeat. And it told us here. And it tells us what they are. What is W sin? Is that like a W character? I would assume that's what it is. Maybe it's like Unicode characters and the others, or wider characters, maybe? Character input wide character? Is that what the difference between a C and a WC is? High level input operations? Same shit. What's the difference between WI stream? Oh, wait. They both go to the same place. Now, what is a W character? It doesn't say here. Doesn't say here. But, alright. template takes a lot of non-template type parameters or non-type template parameters. We have a default argument for one too. Is this the type? Or like the size? Like an enum we can determine the size of the underlying type. Shit, and these operators don't even necessarily have names. I mean, I guess so if this is in the standard library. Made by Bjarni Strawstrup. But I mean, I could make an operator do whatever the fuck I want. At least in some cases. In my own context. And then I could call it the attack operator. And I do character plus this guy. Character plus character. And the right character gets attacked by the left character. Oh, he's here. Ignore, yep. Yep, default argument, yep. So it always, well, you mean by default it's the EOF character, okay. Yeah, if I pass character input an entire file's text, I can see, and maybe I pass it a huge string, like I have a file is stored as a string, and I pass that entire file, that like a million characters, to it. Oh, that scared me. keep getting notifications here. What? Oh, that's crazy! I get to see the image of the guy who used the keypad to get to my apartment. Jesus. That's crazy. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, never touch my eyes again. Noted. Okay, iStream main. How many bananas? Hey, what? Oh, this is an if statement. For some reason, I was thinking of for. Wait, what the fuck was I thinking? If banana, or hold on. If what the fuck? So we're defining it and then ending and then saying if it's less than 2, or less than or equal to 2, how many bananas? Yummy or that is a lot? Oh, so the computer asks, the user types, and then the computer responds yummy or that it's a lot. Oh, so there's an optional initializer statement. Interesting. True, else, false. And then there's if optional, if not const eval, or if const eval, or const expression, but there's no if not constant expression. Okay. Hmm. Guess I'm gonna wash my hands. I don't know, I haven't washed them enough, I guess. Gotta start washing them more again. Okay. See how much longer is on here? Oh, there's still a little ways. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna pause here and then I'll continue this later. I have to cook and then I'm gonna do a self test.